What's good, y'all? We got another Zephire video today. It's the best action movie of all time. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all ain't see the thumbnail. I saw the thumbnail, so it's definitely It Man. I ain't gonna fake. And let's be for real, it's one of the GOATs. The first two was fire as hell. As it kept going on, it was a little weird, but they were still gave us good moments though. But I say my favorite like action movie of all time. It's between Meals on Wheels. It's a Jackie Chan movie. Lucky Stars. That's a Jackie Chan movie as well with Sammo Hung. I like Kung Fu Hustle a lot. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and then that movie with Donnie Yen, and they were kind of like they were real floaty. It kind of seemed like they had some type of like anime-ish type stuff going on. I forgot what it was called. The Drunken Master series was fire too. I ain't gonna lie, I watched a lot of Jackie Chan movies though. I did watch a lot of Kung Fu movies in general, I will admit, but Jackie Chan was of the highest, I say, reoccurring person that I would see. It was Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, and Tony Jaa. Ong Bak 1 and 2 is tough. Not gonna lie. Jet Li was that guy too. The one, still the only nigga I know to fight himself. U-Law? Hey, I got a theory about U-Law. Man, I'll tell y'all later if y'all interested. Tell y'all on stream or something. But we finna get into it. Yeah. That's oh my god. Wait, low key. Nah. Wait a minute.
This is what you call real hands. As you know, we've covered the best of the best on this channel. The Raid, Bruce Lee,
hey, don't mind me, y'all. I'm eating Butterfingers.
Besides Jackie versus Benny and The Raid 2, which I've both covered on my second channel,
The Raid is
one
tough.
of the most highly requested movies I've been recommended to cover is Yip Man. Now, I have to admit to you guys, I haven't seen any of these movies. I know.
You lacking, bro. You slacking.
I remember seeing Yip Man 1's cover on Netflix all the time as a kid when he used to be on there, but I just never watched it. So I was really watching this movie for the first time blind, and I'm telling y'all right now, I was watching like, wait. This is one of the greatest action movies of all time. With a movie this fire, I don't know why it took me this long to find it out and cover it, but I'ma make sure I give this film its due justice. Let's get into it right now. DJ, play my! So the movie actually starts off in this festival. The townspeople going crazy July 4th. But during this festival, this guy right here loses a kite. Now keep this in mind because it's actually a very important detail. And then we get to Yip Man, having some dinner with his fam.
Yo, I haven't watched this movie in years, by the way. Like, I've not watched this movie since like 13, 14. I'm like 22. That's crazy.
Having a grand old time until this martial arts master comes in begging Ip Man to run the fade. And when I mean begging for the fade, I mean begging. This man really said, yo, I hear you're really strong, let's fight. My dog sounding like Son Goku, and Ip Man's like, nah, today ain't the day. I'm eating with my fam right now. And he has the audacity to say, oh, okay, I'll wait. What? The way I would have suplexed this man out of my house? What do you mean?
Oh my god.
Leave me alone. And he was not capping. He dead sat there waiting for them to finish eating. Like, I wouldn't even have been able to eat. I would have had to kick the nigga out my house. But as they finish eating, Yip Man's wife knows what's up, and she leaves before they run the fade. But before she walks out the room, she gives this stare of disapproval. And I want y'all to keep her in mind too, because I'm going to be yelling about her. But Yip Man and this master agree to keep the match private regardless of the result, and they get ready to scrap. And if you remember the kite kid from earlier, while he grabs the kite, he ends up peeping these two sparring, and what he sees is a sight to behold.
Yo. Round one.
And Yip Man starts it off with a dual parry. Deflect. Keep the lack of expression in his face. He's staring at bro like he D-Rose. Parry. Parry again. He tries to hit a behind the back. Deflect it and get out of here. He tries to kick. Nope. And gets launched across the room. But we get right back to it. He hits a block chop. And he pulls something crazy right here. Mid-chop, immobilizes his right arm.
That's crazy.
Which forces him to attack with the left, but he fell for the bait. He's a goofy. Flicks his arm away like how Jonah Hill flicks away vegetables. Keeps his right arm gripped in a lock and nails the hit. One on the gut, the next on the chin. You know what? Take this landed slap 2. The mentor
Might
tries
as
to
well,
push him off, but
shit.
Hitman retorts with a elbow pump fake, only to cross his arms like he hit in the Oppa Gangnam Style to slam him off. But you not getting launched away. This ain't Dragon Ball. Pulls his arms close and grabs his eyes. I thought he was gonna hit the Omni-Man, but nah. He starts drum rolling my guy's chest, only to hit him with a bam, palming that man in the face. Give me 5. And he tries to charge back.
No, he was really playing with this guy. I ain't gonna lie.
Hits him with the Denzel choke. Push back out, kick, reel in again, Michael Jordan, only to get put down to the ground, and Ip Man shows him what he would have done if this was a for real fight, landing nothing but continuous hits to the dome. Would have gave him a CTE that smiles back, no goldfish, and that ends that first matchup. And you know what I said earlier in the video, but Yip Man and this master agree to keep the match private regardless of the result. Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you.
They got the lucky.
Straight lie, because the kite kid from earlier goes to the town and starts telling everybody that the mentor lost. And obviously, the master finds out. And this causes an entire scuffle at the restaurant. The kite kid being like, "Why you mad at me, dog? You lost."
I did not. Mr.
Yo, you know what I know? Hey, that's the nigga from Kung Fu Hustle. The leg nigga. I ain't gonna be crazy. Never Pete. Never Pete.
Mr. Electric, send this nigga to the penis.
To the what?
But the kite guy's brother, whose name is Lin, tries to break up the dispute, and he ends up pulling his brother's pants down to embarrass him for spreading the rumor on the master. And nah, in front of the whole gang, the
You got me
workers, and
fucked
even the
up.
huzz,
I don't care, nigga.
did Brody like I show me, I would have.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Nigga got me fucked up. So what? I told everybody he got whooped. Nigga, you got whooped. You took an L. You my brother. You tryna hold on to honor and shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had a fade, bro, right then and there. I don't care if you know martial arts. I don't care if I got my ass beat. You drop my drawers, nigga. Everything I look, I'm swinging that bitch around. I'm helicoptering my meat everywhere, bro. I'm pissing on everybody's front leg, nigga. I don't care. Fuck out of here. And you keep playing, keep looking. I'm start beating my meat. Then what? Then what? And you still gotta catch the fade with the ejaculation on my hands, nigga. I got piss and cum on my hands, nigga. I'm finna beat your ass, bro. God damn.
They're the whole trap, and things continue to escalate until this police officer comes by. Now this guy right here is gonna piss me off later, but he comes into this restaurant saying, "Look at all y'all fools fighting in a restaurant, still learning karate.
Bro.
Niggas got
Niggas said
guns
karate.
now, folks.
Bro,
What
blicky
are y'all gonna
wickies.
do when I up into your dome like this?" I'm telling you, his face was dead frying me. He was looking at him like, "Please, Imp, I need this." He really knew it was over for him. And that ends the scene at the restaurant. Now, all this is very important. All you need to remember is Master Louis, Lin, Yuan, and the police officer. But Yip Man comes back home with Lin, and they begin training, which is something the wife is not pleased with. Especially after Yip Man did his child lighties. I'm really crying. He said, "F them kids." But Ip Man's lessons start drawing a crowd, and his expertise at martial arts starts drawing too much attention. Cause we move on to the next day, and this gang is patrolling around the city, looking
That
for
Yamcha
any
ass
strong
nigga.
martial artists they could find. They heard this town was known for its martial arts, and they wanted to see if they was bout it. And the gang member's name right here is Jin, and I'm telling you, he's running fades with the.
I ain't gonna lie. Imagine being from that era, though. Your nigga walk up to your porch, because, you know, everybody just be talking, so a nigga tell you where you live, because it's normal back then. A nigga walk up on your porch talking about, "I heard your kung fu was great. I would like to challenge you." No! I ain't gonna lie. Like, a nigga just walk up on your doorstep trying to fade you. Chill out, twin.
Whole town, starting with this master.
My
right
English
here.
that was good,
This
though.
starts
I
the
know.
Fight off, throwing every gang sign in the book.
He
Threw up
trunks.
everything but blood.
That's-
But don't worry though, he gonna be throwing up blood real soon. They start going back to back, and this is where Jin starts hitting that Aisha Curry in the kitchen, cooking straight bullshit. When have you seen someone hit a double knee into a post-up back kick? That somehow landed though, and nah,
'Cause
don't
he
look
like that.
around like we ain't see that, nigga. He did. Your
Huh?
ass. He charges back in again. We get a weave block into a double hit on the cranium and the leg. Got that
Yes.
man disconnected like an
Yes.
AirPod. And then Ronaldo side volleys this nigga in the head. But Unk is just fighting for his life. Block. Jin done dropped him down to size like it's a Mario mushroom. Great block. Shin hit in a high kick weave.
Oh.
Jin hits him with a chop, and when he tries to rebound, denied.
Yeah, that-
But Unk
That was so nasty. I'm not gonna lie, I'll never forget that. I remember running this shit back. So many times. I remember when I got YouTube and I was like, "Wow, I can watch fight scenes on YouTube." First fight scene I watched was Majin Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 2 Goku. Anyways, moving on to this. When I found this fight scene on there, oh my god, when I tell you, nigga, slow motion, rewound, analyze the whole thing, bro. I know this nigga whole little smooth. I'm not gonna fake to you.
In a high kick,
but that kick was so
when he tries to rebound,
that was so clean to me. Bow. Like how you
still had it. He was out here moving like MJ, and despite getting every attack blocked, hits a jump split to his face, but gets swept like LeBron and kneed right in the face. And
had dust on your face.
Fadeaway punch right to his dome. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
let him
bro.
go.
This whole town better pray. The
let
next dojo owner was literally watching this entire fight, and he was not ready for this smoke at all.
He did not want to
knock the other mentor out, and he was like,
"Fuck no, baby."
He that had the audacity to stand in the back with a weapon too, talking about some, "You looking for me?"
Man, you corny.
This man immediately went and grabbed his mouse tool in the back. He knew that he could not run hands with this nigga. But Jin was prepared for this. He brought a weapon of his own. And this is where he gets into round 2. And nah, there was real life scrapping. I'm seeing parries and deflections all over the place. Jin starts swinging his sword around like someone in a playoff crowd, but he gets denied. And my man strikes a jump shot swing in the air to his head. Jump shot so clean, I thought he greened that bit.
Oh, bro, damn
near. The master weave the strike, he almost chops his legs off mid-jump. But even that's not throwing him off, because before he lands, he tries a strike, flip back, counter, a sweep.
They was really boxing, I ain't gonna lie.
And that drop kick was so clean, had the other nigga looking up like, "Dude, that was Polizzi." And for the rest of the match, he begins to straight embarrass bro. And he finally puts him down for the count. He looks up at the dojo next door, and they out there shook beyond belief. Look at the nigga in the back, he is straight perplexed. And when Jin looks up to the neighbors, he's like, "Where your mask at, nigga?" And they so shook, they straight up lie, saying that he's not even present. We get back to Yip, and he's trying to be a family man. But when the son had that happen the other day, he took it personally. Did him just like how he did him, straight ignored his dumb ass. And just when he's trying to make it right with his fam, Lin comes in from behind the gate. I know my dog was tight as hell. The moment Lin said something, peep the wife.
Bro.
Nah, after seeing this movie, I truly pray for all my niggas that are getting married. But Lin's like, "Yo, I know your wife's on your tip right now, but the YNs are in town running everybody's fade. We need you to fight, master." Bro. I do so much as make a fist. She not giving me pum pum till one piece over. What? Nigga, that's never. Exactly. Y'all gotta handle that on y'all own. I ain't about it. And he tactically leaves before the wife comes in to beat his ass. But the moment Lin leaves, she gives Yip yet another stare.
You see how this woman looks? Nigga, this is not bad. This is another category. Nigga, this bitch is. God damn, you look good, nigga.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. She do. She do look good, though. I ain't gonna fake. And if you want to see what Jin's up to, well,
I don't listen too. I'm like, "Yep, my bad, baby. I'm broke."
He immediately gets into the next match with the master from earlier. And this one a blockbuster. We started off with a sidekick block. Master Louis denying bro like a Twitch girl to a chud. Block, weave, block, counter, bitch.
Ooh.
Yeah, you getting nothing free off Jin. He's getting every single lick. I don't know what this nigga just did, but block, slap, chop. High kick denied. Jin tries to go for the chest, but almost gets clapped out of existence. And this is where the master,
I ain't gonna lie, man, this shit lit.
After missing 2 lows, decides to go for a backwards kick in the middle of the fight. Like, nigga, did you really think this was gonna work? And gets the lights kicked out of him. He somehow gets back up and they charge at each other again. And look at these mirror attacks, man. This monkey see monkey do fight. He tries to kick to his ass, but gets blocked at the buzzer. And we get a block, nigga. Fuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this nigga started punching so hard it was ignoring the defense. He tries to
nigga said,
blocks and throws him up mid-attack. And this nigga still kicks him in the ribs.
Cause he's
he
like
really
that.
Finishes him off, rushing him with a bunch of attacks. Misses the high kick, but hits a spinning drop kick, sending that boy flying across the map. I'd be sick as hell if I was Louis. This is the second time you've been embarrassed in front of the whole town. Yeah, after something like that, I
got
probably
sent
airing the whole
flying like.
town out. And that boy left the dojo straight tight. He was like, damn, can none of y'all niggas run a fade? They go out to eat and they're still talking their trash. They went on a 4-0 sweep against the strongest people in this town. You know they feeling themselves. Only for the shop owner to come in like, man, y'all niggas sorry as hell. Huh? If you want to see if you really about it, go fight Yip. And once he heard that, he dropped his noodles immediately. Nothing was more important.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. That nigga's all about a fade. He could have been a last antagonist. I ain't gonna lie. He could have been an antagonist. That nigga ain't care about nothing but a fade. When I tell you that nigga stopped eating his paid meal, he probably paid for his homies too. He said, "What? It's a nigga out here who can still box. What's his name? Yip, man." Nigga put the bowl down. He ain't even finished month. He ain't even finished the bite. He said, "Nigga, where this nigga at?" He said, "Where he at?" Oh my God.
Follows Jin as he goes to confront Yip Man. Hello, Yip Man. My name is Jin. I came all the way from. I ain't asked for a TED Talk, little bro. You here to run the fade or not? Oh, well, of course. Are you gonna duel with me, sir?
No, nigga.
Now leave my premises, bitch-ass nigga. Yeah, my man Yip was denying every shot that they tried. It was actually hilarious. It got to the point where they followed him inside. You know the
nigga, get out my crib, bro.
She got up and hit that.
Oh, hell no.
Scolding the whole crowd, and Ip Man's moving like Kevin Hart. His wife doing all the talking, and he's like, "Period, you go, girl." While standing 10 feet back,
Dead eye.
calls him out, calling him soft and all types of names like he Almighty J.
You went live and said you pop niggas. You don't pop niggas. You went live and said you whoop niggas. You don't whoop niggas. You went live and said niggas know how you get down. Nobody know how you get down.
And once that man said, "I'll beat this guy with one hand," that's when the wife said, "Enough is enough." Turned to Yip Man and said, "You could beat his ass, just don't break my things."
Oh,
and
bro,
she
dead
walks out
ass.
the living room. The police
He
officer
said, "Beat that nigga."
comes in to escort the entire crowd out, but before he does, he goes into Yip Man's ear and whispers, "You have to avenge us." Yeah, this city's known for martial arts.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
upfront
he
comes
just
in and
whooped this
beats all y'all's
everybody.
ass. It's like those anime that got characters that haven't been beat for thousands of years, only to lose to a 15-year-old. But the room clears out, and this is where we get to the fight. And when they start this bit, Jin immediately lets it fly. This nigga threw up not one, not two, not three, but 4 attacks before Ip Man even had to block. You just threw that shit up knowing it's not gonna work. And this is where we get beautiful hands from Ip. Elbow block, fast attack, disconnected. Drop, up high, down low, too slow. We get a block into whatever the this is. Yeah, that nigga just trying anything at this point.
Bro.
F wrong with him. Block, elbow block into a flying right. Barely even graze, bro. He lands, misses 2 twirls, a block, and hits them folks.
Hey.
Only to get blocked like he's trying to get back with his ex. But Jin's still trying to apply pressure. Peep this. Twirl into a block. Pump fake block. Reverse. Low attack, fit grab. Weave. Nope. Weave again. We get 1, 2, 3 blocks like a lick to a Tootsie Pop. And he ends it off with a jump sweep into a rebound to the chest. Completely missing and destroying the vase. Yeah, that's the one thing Ip Man's wife told you not to do.
You know, fuck that. She gonna beat your ass.
Hello? Only for Jin to say, "I'll pay," and they continue boxing. But Jin comes back in with a Liu Kang bicycle kick, and he proceeds to go 0 of 6 from the field. Nigga, I'm watching it,
I love it.
George highlights.
Oh,
Nasty winds up here, but missed.
Wait.
And he ain't hitting nothing. He getting rejected so much you think he's a guy best friend. So he decides to hit a flipping axe kick and lands right on the table.
Oh no! Our table! It's broken!
But before we get back to the fight, Ip Man's son comes in, continuing to be the nigga that nobody invited. And he's saying,
"Mom said you gotta hurry up the fight or you're getting no buns."
and nah, after this, my boy Ip started moving like Vegeta. Once he
Not
heard
gonna
no
lie.
buns, he said,
Fuck no, baby.
but he charges back in again. I see a sweep, kicks the leg, catches the rebound, kick.
Yo, he
Still
comboed this
throwing
nigga
out these
nasty.
combos, like Drake inside Rihanna, he cannot finish.
Stop.
He got so desperate, he tried throwing in a headbutt in the middle. Buddy, I honestly think your fists have more inside it than your head. And Ip chops him over. He flips right back up, and now you got Ip Man hitting the bachata on your ass, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie, bro. GG's. We get a kick that's weaved, step back, a block and a kick at the same time. Deflect, make it 808s on
Oh
your
my
ass.
God, dead ass, 808. Damn. I forgot how quick he slumped his ass when he started fighting back.
He gets back up, and he got no other option than to up the pole. And I can't lie to you, he does it in a really cold way. Just watch this.
Yeah, shit was cold as shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, brother. You got it. Ip Man just embarrasses him again. He literally fights him back with a duster and starts disciplining the nigga like an African parent. And after giving him all these beatings, he has no choice but to surrender. Jin gets kicked out of town, and the entire city praises Ip Man as a hero, going around getting free stuff from every single shop in town.
She's like, damn, this a kung fu?
Life, no Zach. But what goes up must come down. And these good days go eventually come to an end. But after this, we get a time skip. On July 7th, 1937, the catalyst of World War II commenced with Japan invading China, turning everyone's life in the town in peril. Got China looking like the slums of Gotham. And the invasion got so bad, Ip Man literally had to give up his house for literal scraps. This man gave up his $1,000 watch for a bowl of rice. What type of exchange is this?
Real, nigga. Real life
Never
exchange.
mind. But they was so broke, Ip Man had to give up martial arts completely just so he wouldn't eat all the food that they had. Not to mention his wife was overly sick too. Nah, bro, this nigga's life was terrible. But Ip Man dead frying me. He going through the brokest point of his entire life with no job in sight. Nah, niggas will be so broke the air will be expensive, but they still refuse to become employed. But life becomes so hard for Ip Man, he has no other choice but to get a job! Yes, Ip Man commits everyone's fear of getting a job and works at a coal mine. But this is where he meets the restaurant guy from earlier, and he tells him he has not seen his brother ever since that encounter at the restaurant. And please keep that in mind, it's a very important detail. But while
that's
we're
your
at the
fault,
mines, we
nigga.
learn that the police officer from earlier done copped a plea deal. Yes, he moving like Gunna, dare I say young thug, a whole rat, becoming an interpreter for the Japanese, the enemy. But he tells them the Japanese got a tournament. If any Chinese man can beat one Japanese black belt, you get a free bag of rice for the whole fam. And that boy got him quick. He said, fight Japanese people? Oh, say less. And Lin immediately goes off with him. And once he arrives, we get to the dojo. And I'm not gonna lie, I love the cinematography here. The lighting,
Yeah, it was nice.
elite. Especially when you see the fights that go on here later, this lighting really sets the mood. And when we get to the dojo, we see Master Louis going crazy on this black belt. My dog was putting straight hands on him and he knocks him out the mat. But once Master Louis leaves with his bag of rice, the Japanese top op General Miura steps into the ring, requesting to fight 3 Chinese men at once. And Lin is sadly one of the victims. And I'm not taking that statement lightly. I'm talking someone who's forced to listen to Playboy Cardi.
RP my boy
They
Lin,
all
bro.
start with these Power Ranger stances, and look at Miura.
Boy, if you don't get...
I'm not gonna lie, I think bro's controller froze. There's nothing you should be staring at, my guy. But he runs right in, hits him with the shabba.
Damn! Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking
Runs
god!
right in, hits him with the shabba.
Oh my god! Shit! Now that's karate for real. That form is impeccable too. I know that nigga. And that, that nigga probably. Bro, I catch my
At the
breath.
same time, reflect jab elbow into a dual kick. This nigga hitting the Jordan.
Sit down, big fella.
Yeah,
And
like
he knocks
that.
him flat out. Lin gets
Like
back in
that.
the field, hitting this very necessary backflip. Right into a miss, 2 blocks, another weave, step back like he James Harden, 2 more dodges, a step down, and a... Yeah, he waking up right next to Kobe, bro. It's over. And Miura doesn't even let him land from this attack. He immediately turns around and slams his back, sending bro flying across the ring. And after seeing this, 2 of the other fighters were like, hell no, and surrender the moment they get the chance. But Lin ain't no mute. She said, F all that. Running right in for some more. But once I saw this, and Miura straight pieces bro up. Disrespected him so much, he wasn't even blocking anymore. He was just punching his attacks back at him. And Lin really sealed his fate when he spit his blood in Miura's face, basically confirming that his life is going to end tonight. With Miura kicking him across the arena, laying him down for the count.
Yeah.
And that was the last
That's
breath
all it took,
he
bro.
took in his life. You done effed up the streets with this one, Lin. Rest in peace. And trust me when I say, your death will not be in vain. Because the next day, Ip Man finds out that his man still ain't there. With him coming up to the interpreter being like, yo, where's my mans? And him being
bro.
too embarrassed to tell him the truth, ignores Ip Man. And it begins to bother him to the point where he decides to pull up and fight, just so we can find out what happened to Lin. And because
Damn.
of that, we go right back to the dojo. And when we get back, we see Master Louis getting yet another bag of rice. He running a kill streak in there. And you know, he started to feel himself. He requests to fight 3 all at once. And I ain't even gonna lie, brother, you got too much dip on your chip. You trying to fight 3?
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is
think you
tweaking.
have the facilities for that, big man. But I'll give him his props. He put up an incredible fight. Parry, weave, block, beautiful connect. Lacking, nigga. He starts deflecting them all, and peep how he's using his elbows to quickly maneuver his hands. I'm gonna pull up the martial arts style on the screen. He's clean with it. But he blocks the kick, tries to hit him with the same throw he did to Jin. Throws him over and flat on his ass and gets punished again. But peep the elite rebound. Rebounded like Mr.
Nigga,
Terrific.
nice, bro.
I see you,
Hey,
but he
bro.
gets right back to the fight. Block, kick, turnaround kick. He tries the throw again, only to get drop kicked to the chest and triple kicked across the mat. Now y'all really attacking in sync too?
Help.
Who are y'all niggas?
Help.
Asian One Direction? Don't you mean K-pop? Yeah, K-pop. And Master Louis cops the plea, surrender in the battle, but because he lost, one of the Japanese officials shoots him in cold blood, leaving him flat on the ground. I guess he really upped the K and let it pop.
Get the fuck out of the floor!
And this
I forgot he tweaked out like that.
Pissed. With him walking to the mat and requesting to fight 10 black belts at once. And this had everyone in the crowd shocked. They thought they were getting deceived. But no, this is the real deal. And you guys have already shown me this fight on stream, but seeing this fight, knowing the context, makes it 10 times better than it ever was. I would say it's in my top 5 live action fights of all time, knowing the context. And I'm gonna show y'all why right now.
Oh my god, the Dragon Ball music low-key going with this, bro. I ain't gonna fade. This is tough.
And what I love about this fight, this is the only time Ip Man really lets loose. No defense, no holding back, just nothing but straight hands. And it starts with the first one rushing in with a windmill, only to get blocked, slammed, and stepped on the jaw. Yeah, that nigga trying to...
He was brutalizing these niggas, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
This man gets Millie rocked to the bench. And he turns around and does this nigga bad. Grab, slap, folds his arm into a permanent Naruto run position, and starts beating this nigga skull in.
The roll. Ha! Ha!
This nigga is crazy. He gets back up, grab, got my nigga hitting the split.
This shit was so
like how Batman does
crazy.
after a single parking ticket, and turns his leg completely perpendicular.
Ah! Ah! Every time, bro. Every time.
We gotta block us. This man high flies and completely misses. I don't know where you're aiming, my nigga. We get a slap by one.
That dashy clip, bro.
And a kick puts him down, and he turns this man into 808. He punching on his chest like a Ken Carson beat. And Ip Man just continues to do these fools bad. Watch this. Fake, goofy, reversal knee. Bringing him round the rosy and covers his mouth and flips him to the ground. He flips another and just shatters his lower back and just pins him down. It took 6 niggas to be laid out, and 3 of them not even having the capacity of using more than one limb. For the remaining to be like, oh yeah, let's jump this nigga. And this right here is beautiful. He's dodging all these hits like how a politician will dodge any actual questions. And we really gonna break it down. He's gonna parry 1 in the same hand motion, block 2 at once. Weaves him right here, peeps 2 attacks coming from his left and the right. And he decides to parry 2, weave 2, strike 2. And this is where he starts blitzing.
Nigga moving like Arkham Batman.
Deflect, mix up with 2 slaps, backhands this nigga from across the
Oh my god.
Slap, block, slap, block, slap. He then added a punch at the end too. Goddamn, I almost left. And he really started beating the last one's chest in so bad. Just listen to this.
Yes, 808s, like he said, it was.
And all that was left was 1.
Whose match is this?
Nah, bro, why are you
Give up.
still even here, my nigga?
Go home.
I'll give him his props. He still stood to finish this battle, but I know damn well he pissed himself. The Hitman really
Just a
did
little
him the
bit.
worst too. He just started punching his skull
Damn.
in with no remorse. Over and over and over. I swear this nigga's dead. And that leaves Ip Man the sole victor of this battle. And as Ip Man walks off from that match, General Miura stops him. He asks for Ip Man's name, and instead of giving him the information, Ip Man simply says that he's a regular Chinese man. And although Ip Man think he ducked his final confrontation, General Miura already has his eyes set on him as his final opponent. We get to the next day and the police officers visiting Ip Man. He tries to talk to him, but yeah, he tried to have a normal conversation, but Ip Man was not playing that. Yelling at him, saying, how dare he leave to work with the Japanese? You betrayed our race. And the policeman is trying to plead his case, and it sounded just like the Hood Avatar.
Back on us. Man, you know what I went through? Nigga, you ain't the only nigga that went through some shit.
Oh my
I was
God.
in the hood, too.
And Ip
Oh,
Man
bro.
walks off, not trying to hear any of that bullshit. And we see Ip Man walking off to the most majestic melody to ever grace my headphones. Who is making love to my ears right now? I'm telling you,
It's
the
sad,
OST
yeah.
of this movie is actually 101. But Ip Man is sadly still in the trap. He's real life making no type of bread. He came home that night and brought this for dinner.
This shit look nasty as fuck.
All that
Yeah,
rice.
they really out here eating rock sandwiches. Something gotta change. He decides to visit one of his old rich friends from the past, not asking for the job outright, but using his presence to beg just enough to receive an offer. But what they offer him was not a wage, but a fight. It turns out this male has been getting harassed by this gang for the last few weeks, and the gang, knowing that they can't fight back, was doing them just like these.
Oh, shit, now what? What? Do something, bitch. Do something.
And they have no other choice but to ask Ip Man for help. And Ip Man agrees to train all the workers in the steel mill to be able to fight back against them. And
Nigga,
watching
give me
is
some
really
money,
hilarious.
bro.
They about to have grandma over here hitting
Yes.
Tekken moves. Damn, my fault, OG. And they did this just to make sure when that gang of bullies comes back, they're ready. The gang of bullies comes back, and this is where we find out that the leader of the gang is actually Jin. This like when a mini boss come back later in the game with some new
Yeah,
moves.
yeah.
I'm crying. And a new addition to his gang is Yuan, the brother of Lin from earlier that has disappeared ever since the restaurant incident. And seeing this actually fried me. You got pantsied in front of the whole gang and legitimately left town. I don't even know if I can blame him. If something like this happened
I'm
in front
not-
of the Huz, if I'm not leaving the state the next day, I'm airing the whole room out. So I can't even blame him for this decision. But they pull up to the mill and they see all the workers posted up. And Jin is obviously not impressed. You really came out here with grandmas thinking you gonna run the fade with me? Man, I'll smoke y'all niggas. And the kid was really talking like, nah, I'm fried. Even Jin looking at him crazy. He immediately hopped into slurs. And Jin's gang did not take that lightly. Someone needs to humble that little shit. With one of them walking up on bro, but he gets dealt with
Damn.
easily. With everybody in the back following suit. Yeah, let's get ready to rumble. And everybody gets to scrapping. Block parry, deflect. He's putting up a good fight, but his body clearly still ain't used to this. Yaga! Kicking him down, and we move on to Shawty in the back.
Hold
And
on,
really
she's
out there
swinging at
moving
her.
Insane. Pushing him off and hitting the side
Yes.
rings out of him. Hit that parry weave and just started blocking everything in sight. I'm like, damn, auntie, that's how you hoop. And the hands out here was really E for everyone. It was actually shocking me. This man really hit a deflect, pull down, and a kick right on this mama. And this is right before this little girl gets slammed in the face. Nah, why these niggas out here moving like Chris Brown? But everyone fighting in the mill.
Cause they
whole
not give a
house
fuck.
mad, and
That
that's
niggas-
when Ip Man decides to show up. And he's out here clearing folk with ease. This shit light work to him. And ended it with a crucial combo. Weave, bitch.
Oh my God! Oh my God! That's that seafood shit. That nigga said, come. Oh shit!
A crucial combo. Weave, bitch.
Oh my God!
Knocking
That's-
that boy out, and he really
Fuck.
got ISO on the rest of the gang. Same hand signal and all. And now I'm crying. Hitman is so powerful. You got niggas in the back walking away. Just off his stick. Like, nigga, I can
Nigga said,
still
"Oh."
see you. Jin's not trying to get embarrassed again, and he gets the whole mob to jump Ip Man. And even with the entire group jumping
Well,
him,
axes
Ip Man
too,
is
though.
still holding his ground. I'm telling you, he's real life making these niggas hit cartwheels mid-fight. Yeah, you just getting embarrassed.
Nigga, it's about his life,
He
bro.
is
His
just
life on the line.
He
Damn.
starts doing
It's
the
that
rest of the
elbow.
gang bad with just his feet and ends up isoing Jin with a rake. Even though Ip Man has no weapon in hand, he's still Weave Nation certified, taking absolutely no damage and using Donatello's stick to completely immobilize Jin. Jin's telling the Kite Kid to join in the fight, and even Ip Man's telling him, nah, you don't gotta do this. And against his better judgment, he jumps in, and with just a stick, Ip Man embarrasses them both. This whipping him like a parent with the chancla. And you can see how he does him right here. Weaves the poke. Back-to-back hits. Jin runs around to backdoor him, only to get hit with a behind-the-back block and a slap on the side.
Damn.
And he started just whacking these niggas for days.
God.
4 consecutive hits. Reverses down, hit under the rib. And Ip Man slides it down to attack his toes. And he lets it ring in Jin's ear and knocks him flat out.
The flap, that shit flapped a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. He really whacked that nigga.
Down, and they run out of the mill, leaving only you one behind. Ip Man speaks to him outside and said, yo, your brother was looking for you this whole time. Man, brother or not, I don't fuck with him no more. But I just want to let you know, he's still messing with you. With Ip Man not only telling him that his brother has passed away, but giving you on a gift he left behind for him, the kite from the beginning of the movie. And that pushes you on to straight tears. And with the mill side quest finally complete, we could officially move on.
Oh, bro.
And when we get back, we see the policeman getting whooped.
Damn.
All because the Japanese have lost their patience. They're looking for Ip Man now. And the Japanese get increasingly desperate, going around destroying the entire town until Ip Man arrives to turn himself in. They put him in jail, and we find out that he's not in here because he killed all those Japanese fighters, but because the general wants to run a fade. Nah, I guess anime was not lying. The Japanese
Niggas
will
be
really
faded,
run a
bro.
fade with
The
anything
fade,
in sight.
bro.
Instead of getting mad that his men got killed, this nigga acting like he turned on. Talking about something, you're an incredible fighter for a Chinese. I can't wait to get in the ring with you.
Oh, nigga, you gay.
Like, bro, tell me this don't sound intimate as hell in any other context.
Just a little bit.
Being forced to fight the general in front of an entire crowd, and the wife's out here in tears, reminiscing on how she always hated when Ip Man had to fight, but now she regrets it because she did not allow him to reach his fullest potential. It's a great character moment out of her, but shorty, you don't even gotta worry.
Cause he like that. Cause he's like that.
Ip Man square off.
Nigga ain't reaching full potential. It's still like that. Keep in mind. Keep in mind. I'm calling that shit right now. If I remember correctly, this nigga Ip Man only got hit about 3 times. This whole fight. Only got hit about 3 times.
Like they straight to the match. We started off with a long kick. They start
Hold
punching
on.
in a flurry like they some Dragon Ball kick.
Cause they is.
Block, low.
Hold on.
And if you're really looking like this mid-match, you know it's over. But Miura gets back up, and he real life starts slowly shifting over to bro. Like dog.
Nah, that whole work though. That whole work though. What's the CTE?
Becomes immaculate.
What's the CTE? Hold on.
Double weave. Miura starts pushing him back to the
That's-
edge. And
damn.
Ip Man off some straight cheat codes somehow uses his body weight to not fall off the ring. I don't know
That's
how the
real.
hell you finesse this, bro, but I mean, I guess. Ip Man gets himself back, and these two are running the most elite
Cause he just like
fade
that.
in the entire movie. We get 2 hits. Ip Man hits a
Hold
block
on,
and a
us.
punch at the same time. He loves these. I don't know what this is, but I mean, sure. Weave, deflect, us blocking. They start going back to back until Ip Man baits him to move his leg, only to slam his side with the Brazilian kick. He got 1 clean hit off. He's trying to get 2. Block. No. Deflected. He's spinning around his body and keeping the distance like it's quarantine. And Ip Man gets a little too aggressive right here.
man.
Goes for a shot to the chest, but that don't work. With Miura grabbing him and flipping him across the arena.
Damn.
And he kicks him before he
That's
can even
one.
recover. Miura
That's
keeps
one.
attacking with his feet, but Ip Man hits a move straight out of Dance Revolution to block and push him back at the same time. His ability to attack and defend at the same time is truly an art form, and we see it at full display right here. All you see is a parry, like they playing patty kick or something. Miura tries to grab him, but we
No.
throwing hands,
Oh.
not hugs, nigga. Liver shot,
Damn.
reversal, slap,
That's-
pop. Ip Man starts beating this man on the floor, and Miura's barely even able to defend. And when Miura kicks him to get back up, this is where Ip Man truly
Block.
spazzes on bro. Dodge kick and beats him back all
Oh, did
the
he-
way to the
did he only hit this nigga
and he
once?
starts hitting the craziest combo.
Oh my
known
God, this
to
combo was
man.
nasty,
this
though.
Shit was so clean. JJK had to
Yes.
rip it for its
Yes,
movie.
I remember
it is
this.
Absolutely insane.
I
You
remember
getting
this.
Shots in a slap too, and he just starts beating this man.
Yes, fuck
in.
that
He tries
nigga
to
up.
move back out. Get your
Come
shit
here.
back, nigga. And
Come
Ip
here.
Man pins him down for the win. The fight ends with Ip Man getting shot in front of the crowd. Ip Man's out there lying on the floor, and the entire crowd ends up rioting. They all begin to fight back. The policeman even gets a kill. And the movie ends right here. We get a little text scroll afterwards, but that's it. Bro, what the hell? I thought we was gonna get something a little bit more conclusive. He just gets murked, even though he doesn't actually die. All in all, this is one of the greatest action movies I've ever seen. 1000% go watch Ip Man for yourself. If this video
Oh
does
my
well, I
God,
would
bro.
love to do the sequels too. But for now,
Jesus
I think I got
Christ.
my sights set on the next action movie.
Yeah, man. When I tell y'all, ain't nothing better than reliving childhood joy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm word up to moms, bro. She put me on all that good shit. I ain't gonna think. Oh my God. Ooh. Hey, watching movies like that. That's really show us though. It's a difference though. They do shit differently. Like down here in America and shit, when we make our fight scenes, it don't be like that. Closest people we got to is Michael J. White, Scott Adkins, and probably a select other few. Like it don't really be like that for real. Shit. Man, well, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'm finna edit this real quick, post this up. It's like 9:50. I got work tomorrow. So if y'all don't see me, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know the usual. Good evening. No, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Bro, I'm gonna get that shit down perfectly, bro. I swear I am. That's gonna be my shit. Y'all have a good one though.